Good morning from the studio, bedhead and everything. Um, I just been exploring this morning and working on what was arising, and I'm gonna share this small clip um, with like a real thought. The stuff that like comes up and sometimes prevents us from moving forward in our art and our life. That's what I'm interested about, like in some of these videos that I'm making. It's not necessarily like the technicality of what's happening. It's more about the emotion, the energy, and the intuition that's arising, and the impulse to say and do and create what I want in the moment, whether that's in the work or in like this video expression. Um, Trying to be naked emotionally, you know, in the thought as well. Thinking like maybe the risk is in the not complying. um, I don't know, because I was just thinking, like, I'm working on this larger piece, and I'm like, if I just leave it like that, it's probably not gonna win anything. And I'm like, what? That's a stupid thought. Like, what am I trying to win? Um, but like, I had that thought, and then I'm working on this smaller thing simultaneously because I like to kind of work on something large, something in between. Um, Keep the flow going. And then I turn this thing on to like think about this thought, because it's like, what is that stupid thinking that like kind of keeps us from just the expression? I don't, it's probably not even our thought, you know. So it's like, how do we find ourselves in the process of all of that and kind of like just tell ourselves to shut up? You know, because like, if it's true what they say, like, no one can, is gonna make your marks or be in your expression, then like you kind of don't wanna like think about it too much. um right, I don't know. I think we can really take ourselves out of the moment by just getting trapped in those thoughts, not just in art but in life. And then we forget like who we are in the process. And then like that's where the stuckness comes from. So it's like, how do we like navigate all of that? And it's in that presencing where we're making the unknown known. We're just having that moment right there, like. And then it's like, what feels satisfying, to you, and learning what to do in the process of all of that. It's definitely like a dance. And, you can only be true to you in the end, I think. At least, that's where everything's leading me to, is that moment of, well, these are just the expressions and this is just what I want to do. And maybe that is the risk, because I just want to do that. Anyway, this is early morning thoughts and new idea brewing here. These are connected, but separate. Yeah. I'm Natalie D'Adamio, and this is a place for all of our expressions to be seen, to feel safe enough to be seen, to be weird, to be creative, to be sensitive, to let that show, to wear your heart on your sleeve, but you gotta, in the process, if you're gonna do that, you have to bolster yourself. Life will do that though for us. But it's to live into that. I know this word gets overplayed, authentic expression, but there is something to authenticity that when you're really in it, that creates an opening. And you can feel when it's real and when it's, just a show. Dog and pony show. But that's up to you to use your judgment. And of course, we've been living in a world of appearances for so long that we don't even know sometimes when we're being fooled. But I think part of what I like to do in art and life is to like open that door to like that other world or worlds. I'm just a door. I'm holding the door. And that didn't come with that didn't come without hardship. Yeah. So to be honest in that reflection and to realize that life is constantly moving us forward, even when we think that there's no way out. We could take that higher road and perspective and visioning, and I think art, at least for me, really opens that more and more and more is when I step into it and just do what I want to do within it. But which of course that's another whole challenge in itself. But this is a channel about like the honest conversations and what's arising and what maybe blocks us too, because I don't want to just pretend that it's like it's an easy road to finding that voice and vision in ourselves. It's actually it takes a lot of work on a lot of levels, mental, emotional, spiritual, physical. But the thing is, how do we stay present to what is playing out and then become something more in the process? I think art teaches that a lot, because it's always changing and getting rearranged. And sometimes you enter into this moment, you don't know what's going to stay and what's going to go. And that teaches us a lot about life. So anyway, I'm Natalie D'Adamio, and this is Natalie D'Adamio Art, and the conversation is real. And that's just to help you break your own spell and come into being with what you want to create. It's nothing, and it also helps me anchor my own energy. So it's reciprocal, give and take, mutual flow of energy, and the right resonance will find me and find you, and that's why I'm trusting in more as we move through these times. So these videos are about art making, drawing, mark making, also expression in voice and vision and word, and there's some messages in there because that's just like what I see for myself in this whole artistic process, so we could all be open, which isn't always easy, to just new understandings and feel safe to express, like your mark, your word, your whatever, or your creation. So thank you for being here.